Okay. I'm in the wrong thing. Okay, so let me turn the desktop audio back on. I should probably drop it down a little bit, and then let's turn my mic up a little bit more there. Okay. I am trying something that is very, very new, at least on my end. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing. I could have sworn I unscuffed my TTS bot. It was working like 2 days ago. I tried testing it before stream again. Fucked again. Don't know what happened. I'm gonna try and get the TTS bot set up in StreamerBot instead of like everywhere else because having a billion things going on is kind of pissing me off. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna scoot this over so that way I can actually read my chat in OBS. None of you can see what I'm talking about. That's fine. I just get to have a bajillion things open. However, today we are working on something for a mutual of mine, or at least getting started. Like, I'm gonna just do some, I think, general sketching, just have like an easy kind of day, easy kind of stream. So hope that my tablet just doesn't fucking crash, because I'm casting from my tablet to my, to OBS, like to my computer. So I'm hoping to God that it doesn't get completely fucked up. I'm just gonna make sure that I have audio really quick there, so I just have to pause the music to make sure that everything's working. Make sure that I have audio. I do! Excuse me. I hope that you can actually hear me over the audio. Well, you just get to listen to me talk twice, because it's gonna show up in my desktop audio. Okay, if I can drop it down, because the music is too loud for me. There we go, that's a Firefox tab that I want, because apparently there's multiple. Okay, let's drop that down, and then it's less offensive, but it's quiet for you guys. And hopefully that's gonna work out. So, I'm currently working on something that's supposed to sort of be testing out like a general new model design. So I'm not gonna work on anything that's like functional per se. I think I'm just gonna look at base proportions, stuff like that. However, and I did not ask him what he wanted, whether or not he wanted to have it be more humanoid or have it be more like an animal, because I'm working on something for somebody who wants to be a Wendigo, and I don't know what those really look like. But oh, that's a lot. I don't know if that's gonna show up in my stream, but really quickly, I'm just gonna casually make sure that I'm on Do Not Disturb. Okay. Nobody saw that, it's fine. Get rid of that. Try to remember how to use my fucking tablet. Why do that when you have a circle tool? Like, what are you doing? Ellipse. Boop, boop, boop. That there is good, yeah, sure. So I'm just gonna start with fix the circle's not right. I'm just gonna be starting with, let's put my mic a little bit closer. I'm just gonna start and just do, I think, like a general base character design maybe, and then we'll go from there. And the bonus with like digital art is that you can always just like go back later and just change it if you want. So I'm gonna work off of, god, I need to make my eraser bigger. Come here. I'm gonna work off of the model that he currently has. And then see what we come up with, because at the end of the day, that's what I'm trying to do here. Sniff. My goal in general is just brainstorming, I think, for today. At the end of the day too, I'm not like any sort of art guru. I just like to make my own shit, and I'm perfectly happy making said shit for my friends. Or mutuals, or whatever you want to call them. Keep reading that I can just turn the fucking canvas. So it brings me joy, so I do it. Because it's fun. I like making shit for other people. Yeah, let's scoot you up there. And then make you tiny as fuck, because I need to do the rest of your body. Let's make this smaller. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So the head to shoulder body proportion thing is kind of difficult. Generated a handful of little Wendigo looking things in AI for me, which I don't like AI, but I mean, if you can't draw, it works. I don't like AI at all. I think that AI works as a tool if you use it as a tool and don't use it as a way to like cut other people out. Like, I think it works as like a way to sort of brainstorm and stuff like that, but I don't really think it should be used as like a final product in the slightest. Let's pull my mic. I just bring my mic all the way up. I'm just gonna check really quick to see if you can hear me. Let's pull my mic. I don't think so. I'm just gonna check really quick to see. Well, I think so. I think you can kind of hear me. I hope so. I'm just gonna I'm leaned over into my mic. So logically speaking, you should be able to hear me because my mic is like a foot away from my face. I can hear you just fine. Thank you, Ponder. I'm so glad because I keep checking it and I don't know how audible I am today. Is it a good stream if you don't have scuff? No, not in the slightest. How are you feeling, Ponder? I hope you're feeling a little bit better since the last time we spoke. Men do not have tits. Why did I automatically go to try and draw titties on a man? Well, they kind of do have tits, but like, not important tits. Every time he's given me Wendigo images, they all kind of look like twinks. Maybe I should draw them like that. I mean that with love. I'm part of the queer community. I think it's probably okay. But that's what they all look like. Still kind of sick, but I'm seeing the doctor today, so fingers crossed. I hope that fixes it for you. Being sick long term sucks. Oh my god. I can't stand any of that nonsense. I'm doing wonderfully. How things considered. Just got back from spending the weekend at my boyfriend's house. Had a lovely time. We bought bath bombs. I painted his nails. Life's good. But everything seems to be doing fine overall. I don't want to go back to class tomorrow. It's Monday tomorrow. I have to go back and, you know, work and care about what I'm doing with my time. I don't wanna. What do men's bodies look like? Sounds cute. It was cute. One of the bath bombs looks like a cupcake. What do men look like? I don't look at men that often. I only really have one man to reference, and all the Wendigo images that he gave me as a reference are all super skinny, and my boyfriend is very not. Can I turn the notifications off? Because they're starting to get on my nerves. Turn off all notifications for Samsung Flow. Thank you. Just Google, what do men look like? No, I think I might have to. Just like, hold on, what do men look like? I'm not Googling anything on my tablet today, because I'm scared that I'll dox myself. Man body image. Oh, they look like that! Men don't have any hips at all. They do kind of have at the chest, and so the chest that I'm doing works out, but they don't have as big of a shape like that. It's more of a box. So men are shaped like boxes. Boring. I tend to draw women more because I just think women are like infinitely more fun to draw. To here, yeah, okay, I'll just do the legs down to the bottom. Boop, and boop, boop, and boop. About that, give or take. Let's bring the ankles up a little bit, so that way I can functionally see what's going on. And boop, 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 boop. Okay. Knees. Knees have always screwed with me as a person. I don't know what they're supposed to look like. I mean, men kind of have like a little bit of hip, but not a great deal. This is the model. This is it. Congratulations. Oh, why is it glitched so bad? What in fresh hell? Rotate tab of screen resolution. Okay, I don't know if it looks all screwy for you guys. Oh, it's gone. Hold on. Let me close it and reopen it again. Yes, I know, I hear you. None of y'all need to see my government name. Hold on 1 second, I just gotta do something. Okay, we're back. And I have to fix it again in OBS. This isn't really the most ideal method of sharing anything, but it's what I have for now, so it's just gonna have to work. Nobody saw my government name. It's fine. Just casually accidentally dox myself. Whatever, nobody has to think about that. I'll probably just not keep this VOD up for too long. Life's good. Anyway, let's hope that the actual art itself doesn't get all scuffed on me again. Why is that curve there? Draw it the way that I tell you to. So, knees are funky in the sense that they kind of stop about here-ish, and then it kind of comes back out. So you see this curve here. It makes you feel better I didn't see shit. Great. I appreciate that a great deal. It's one of those things where, like, I'm pretty sure that somebody's gonna find my real name eventually, but, like, I try not to make it easier. Ugh. I have my tablet set up in a really funky kind of way, so the lines are ending up all curvy. There we go. The line should not curve like that. Whoop. Okay, let me just smooth that out there. Redraw his calves, thighs, and the problem returns. Cool. Cool. That's fine. Whatever. From the waist down isn't really that important, especially for like a V2 for a basic VTuber model. And in this case it would be a PNG model, not even a VTuber model, so it's fine. The line's not supposed to be that curved. Bitch, what is you doing? Yeah, it's... the lines are curving when I'm not curving my pencil. That's fun! I didn't know that that was something that could do. Okay, so it's just in that spot, so that's fine. The knees kind of come in and curve, and then they come and the calves come in like that. So you see that kind of kneecap curve in there. And the same issue where it kind of goes straight down here, but it comes out. Thank you for saving, CSP. Comes out kind of like that. Again, legs aren't super important as far as I'm concerned, so we just need to have like a base model to work off of here. Elbows. I have a symmetry tool. Do I not have a symmetry tool? I don't think so. Okay, fuck it, whatever. Pretty sure I was supposed to have a symmetry tool, but I don't. Clunk, 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 clunk. Draw a circle. Put some arms in there. Try to ignore the fact that your tablet's having an aneurysm, because this would be the time for it to happen. I love it when the lines curve when they're not supposed to. And then pinkies in, so we're just drawing some fancy anatomical position stuff today. Cool! It's hands. That is how long- yeah, that's how long your arms are. It's a touch long. It's not incorrect. It's just not as correct as it could be, I suppose. Give me that free transform shit. Clunk. Okay. Clear selection, and let's do the same. Nope. Do the same to the side. Let's go. I love how Samsung Flow is just gonna screw me over today. But whatever. It looks kind of like traditional art. Sure. That's how I'm gonna talk about this. Put it back. Free transform. Is that about even? About there? Yeah, that looks about even. Okay. Fancy. Let's just ignore the fact that that's a problem. It doesn't show up on my screen at all, so when I zoom out, it's just Samsung Flow being super dumb. Cool. It does kind of look like a traditional sketch, so I guess I'll just have to take it as it is. Okay, so now I've got the base body down. Now I get to try and screw with it. So he wants something, he definitely wants something on the creepier side, to be honest with you. So I have the base. This is a fine enough base to work with, but a lot of the place selection, a lot of the sort of like Wendigo stuff that you see, you're dealing with something that almost looks like severe malnourishment. So if I know where the ribcage is supposed to be, because I should, I'm a fucking STEM student, I should know exactly where your ribcage goes. About there. I'm really gonna have to Google bones, aren't I? Skeleton pictures. Okay, so your ribcage ends at about your elbows, so your ribcage is actually a little bit higher than that. Fascinating. So if your elbows end, the arc comes in about here, so then your ribcage should go to about here, give or take. Try and draw it the way that it's supposed to go. Okay, so that's the ribcage. And then we have kind of malnourishment where it hooks around the hip bones themselves, which sit about here. So if the hip bones are about there, let's just mark that. And then that's about all you're gonna end up realistically seeing. So let's take this one photo that he got me and just start hooking some big ass ribs in there. Some funky freaky stuff in there. And then let's try and get it symmetrical because I don't have a symmetry tool. And if I do have a symmetry tool, it's not in CSP simple mode. It's entirely possible I have a symmetry tool. Don't know. Boop, boop, boop. Those don't look great. About kind of like that. Sure. And then the malnourishment that you see hooks inwards like this around the body. So you see this kind of like flat curvature, and then it hooks around the hip bones. So it kind of looks something like that. So Wendigo in general, you're looking at like a pretty solid chance of stuff like rotting flesh, general malnourishment because they're dead. So we're dealing with something that's kind of on the undead end of things. What do bones look like again? Hip bones! Okay, so and then you see this kind of end curve. Or curves in about there. Okay, I really just have to look up malnourished man, don't I? Okay, well, I've actually got the gist of it pretty well. But specifically, the one part that I didn't cover was that solid V line there. And then you see kind of a hook, like that, around where the nipples will go. So maybe the bumps aren't going to be as protruding. So you're dealing with something that's still kind of like bumpy, like it's definitely not straight, but it's more the poke out of the bottom rib that I think we're concerned with. Something sort of like that, and then like that, and like that. Yeah, that looks actually a lot better than what I was doing. So then we just have to get rid of this side and do it again. 2, 3, the big bump, and then this curvature that sticks out here. We have this. We're still running on the assumption that this person is still like a little bit human. Because the whole Wendigo lore thing is that a Wendigo is somebody that like ate a human and then something that didn't go too well. So this doesn't protrude through here, but it does, you do see the skin kind of like hanging on to the skeleton a lot more. But the thing is that I can always exaggerate it because it's art, so I can do what I want. I like this side. This side works. Let's just try and make it symmetrical. The sharp angles are pretty solid, because sharp angles always look pretty good whenever you're doing kind of like freaky deaky shit. And we are in fact doing freaky deaky shit today. That's a skeleton. And then... Okay, so I could probably stylize it even further around the joints. Where the joints get really, like, thin. And kind of scrawny a little bit around that. So I could pull that. And then you give him Yowie hands. And then we come around the elbow joint. And this hooks around like so. Erase. And Yowie hands. Sorry, Waki, you're getting Yowie hands. Hate to break it to you. Boop, boop, boop. How would I do that with the shoulders? Because I kind of like that. With this weird vibe that we got going on. That kind of works. Like a little bit of a curvature in the arm there. Yeah, that looks like something that's deeply uncomfortable. Curve her around. And then through and around and then through. Sounds like I'm talking about knitting. I'm not talking about knitting, even though that is something that I do. Whoop. Come on, erase. Now you can do it. Thank you. Okay, so we've got that far. This part is the part where we have a problem, because the legs should not be good and beefy while the rest of your body's fucked up. Doodles! Hey Jesse James! Been a minute since I've seen you in here. We are doodling something. Sadly I'm at work, but I want to drop in, have fun. Have fun at work. Godspeed. Good luck. Get that bread, all that. I'm drawing some fucked up shit. We're having a good time. What if I just made him really uncomfortable looking? Like, let's not fuck too much. What if I just malnourished body but like legs? Give me malnourished legs. Oh, they do look like that. Okay. I could do that. Okie dokie. So it's fine because it curves in and around the skeleton. Yes, thank you for saving. Don't care. Thank you. What am I doing? I'm doing something. Let's just make it curve in a little bit less because that looks kind of special. And then curve inwards like that. Same thing here, curves inwards a little bit. And then I'll probably stylize the joints a touch because it doesn't really make a whole whack of sense. So we'll just hook it around the circles the same way that I did the elbows and the wrists. So hook it around the elbows like that. Elbows, wrists, knees, fuck it, it's all the same shit, right? In and around, and then you see much the same thing with these joints here, where it kind of just hooks. Same concept, because I don't know, you're a human who ate human and now you're not able to find your fix anymore. That kind of sucks, man. Stylize the joints a bit further because I want to really drive home the fucky wucky. The anime head really adds to this. So let's add the collarbones, because those you should absolutely be seeing. And then this should suck in a little bit more and kind of hook around the collarbones, I think. Hooking around, crack my neck. Ugh. There we go. Hook in and around, and this kind of line work you would certainly see. Let's not give him nipples. Bro has got a big fucking ribcage. That's actually pretty accurate. Bro has, in fact, just got a big fucking ribcage. It's really not an inaccurate go for it. Okay, the one piece that I knew wanted to work out is that we were basing it off of like a general wolf skull for the face. I'm gonna do this on a different layer if it will let me. And we're gonna do it in bright fucking red because it makes it easier for me to look at it. Okay, so this is the general head shape that we're working with here. So we have wolf skull kind of kicking around in that thing. It's supposed to be sharp and then it's supposed to curve inwards especially. So we want to see this kind of like protrusion here, something like this, and then something like this. Protrusion, curving, across my eyes so I can freaking read it. And maybe just curve it in a little bit further. Yeah, this works. Something like this. Yes, this works, this works. And then the main thing that you do actually see with a lot of the Wendigo images that I was working with is that you do see that little kind of heart-shaped nose piece. But it's like a heart is broken into two kind of dongles. So it's kind of something like this, but it's hard to get that sort of like wolf skull shape from the front. So maybe I'll just make this a little bit smaller. Looks like a pig nose, but we'll work with that. The heart kind of shaped skull hole is a little adorable, so I think I might just stick with that. And then we see that sort of line up through here. We also see a line through here to the jaw. And then it doesn't curve quite that hard. But definitely something like this. And then it would curve in, up, around. And that's where the teeth should sit, I think. See these little sinuses up and through here. And what does a wolf skull look like? Wolf skull. Front. Oh! That's entirely different. I mean, from the direct front it works, but if you're doing it from the bottom front, it does kind of change things. And the heart doesn't really look like a little heart, which is unfortunate. It looks a lot like Birdo. So we're pulling from... That actually works. I want something like this. Okay. So the actual shape that I have down isn't half bad. But I'm still gonna just start again, I think, from the beginning. So we have this kind of sinus here where the eyes are gonna end up sitting. And then you see that big ass eye socket through here. You see this piece here. And this super big piece right in through here. I am obviously gonna have to take some artistic liberties here to make it all fit. So let's just slim that down. Curve, slim that down and curve, and then take that little protrusion there, bring it through and in. Okay, then we take this piece, and then this is where the hollowing really happens, because the jaw begins. This piece here, hollowing through, that is not symmetrical, about there, kind of is. Oh, the difference is that this was too high. Clunk, 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 and then through and through here. Okay. So that's through there. I like this kind of look through this one too. I think I like that one more. But I can keep the actual like lines for where everything goes. So you see this kind of curvature. This, this, this. And we can just recreate it on the other side. And a curve through here, and then a hoop, and it hooks, goes up, stretch goes up, hooks through here, even that bitch out. Cool. Okay, so that kind of works. It's hard to convert this into human, especially because I'm in fact not a furry, so I know, shocker. But believe it or not, I am in fact not a furry. So it makes it a little bit difficult for me to really know what I'm doing. So we have this kind of hook in and through. This is honestly going to be the biggest piece of it. Let's take something like this. So we have a big fang in and through there. Whoop. In and through, and then the teeth go about there. And then it hooks and attaches all the way up here still. Then we see this, and the jaw itself is down there. It does kind of look like a person wearing a mask, but to be honest, that could still work. I just don't really know if that's what he wants us to do. But it's always an option. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teeth. 2. Okay, well, gotta make them bigger. 1, 2, and 3. 4, 5, and 6 teeth. This bitch needs to be wider. Whoop, whoop. And then all of these, that's where it hooks into the bone there. Okay, that makes sense. And then same thing, just perspectives a little different. So we have this sharp one that points up here and then hooks down pretty low. Sharp hooks up and then down. Let me just casually erase that bit there. Through there. There we go. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the bottom as well, but those are gonna have to be a little bit thinner. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that still kind of works, but let's make the jaw a little bit bigger. Both for the sake of horror and the sake of anything else. And then we have, let's erase that, this hooked piece here. I'm saying the word hook a lot. Got those little sinuses in there, and that kind of works. Because it's super fucking freaky. And then what you do see is that the skull itself sits a little bit smaller than the actual human skull that you're going to see, but it still attaches. So it all works. One way or another. That's a fun glitch. So I'll just erase and try to avoid that glitch there as much as possible, because it's just a piece that just the curves get all fucked up. But as long as I don't hit that part of my screen, I'm okay. It's not symmetrical. God damn it. Boop, boop. There. That was fucked up. 10 out of 10. Well, I think I'm still gonna go with the full skull as best I can. You see this kind of protrusion happening here, and this piece, and then that hooks into the eye socket a little bit. And then, same on this side, this piece into the socket. So let's just even it out. Boop, and big hoop there because we want it to loop around. And then we see the same thing on this end, but I want to make sure that we don't have too many index lines kicking around in there, because once you get index lines in, everything looks really complicated. Which is not something we want. Whoop. And I'll just add another line in there for like good measure, I guess. Sure. The only problem is that I don't really like how the jaw itself doesn't really seem to be explained as to how it hooks on. So it really does just look kind of small there. I like the top and not the bottom. That's the part that I'm mostly stuck on. If I have to look up furry art to get this, I'm going to lose my mind. Okay, well let's start again, just in a different color, and then try something a little bit more stylized. Because I see the general shape, so what if I just took the general shape and then altered it like so. So that way it was still person, but not quite. Because I feel like person but not quite is good for horror and stuff like that. So let's bring it down about through to here, and then I'll flatten it. So we'll take it like that, curve her around. There we go. So that kind of works. Itchy. And then the main thing that I saw a lot of was this kind of malnourished kind of face. Malnourished image. Malnourishment really doesn't touch the face, does it? What is eventually? Okay. So let's not curve the skull out too far, but let's do something like that, I think. But also try not to make it look too much like Slenderman. Because all I'm really going for here is just, this motherfucker is dead. Because if he looks a little too alive, I feel like that would defeat the point. And take that in and through to about there. Okay, I took this one out from the jaw there. That works. Kinda. The thing is too is that also what he's done is he's made his mouth super duper wide. That's the main thing I really wanted to do there, was just see if I could make it like excruciatingly wide. Excuse me, like, I want to be uncomfortable. Ugh. But let's look at the wolf skull again, for the wolf skull to be what I model the mouth off of. Maybe not the entire thing, but I'll just model the mouth off of that. That works. Oh, ow. Dang that. So let's take something kind of like this, maybe? Or is that gonna end up looking too much like a lizard? Well, we'll find out in a minute. I like the way that wolf teeth kind of noticeably curve outwards. And it's uncomfortable. I mean, uncomfortable is what I'm going for, so like it works. This really is just a case of like, what the fuck does a wolf look like? Wolf teeth. Like that. Okay, they don't look happy. Give it a wolf with his mouth kind of closed. Works out. What does a wolf mouth look like? Kinda. They look like they're smiling, to be honest with you. That's the part that I like, I think, the most. So let's curve that there. Because they look adorable. I'm sorry, this is like a snake. They look cute. But then we have to add like the sort of wolf teeth that are noticeable here. Faces are hard. Faces are the hardest part, but also the most fun because you get to have so much more creative freedom than usual. Take and curve. And we'll do something like that. And then I'll apply the nose skull looking thing piece here. And then curve in and around like that. Because then we can kind of look at the multiple options. Yeah, I like this better than whatever the fuck I was doing last time. So we can curve in and around. The other part that definitely sticks out on a wolf skull is the piece like that. So I want to make sure to emphasize the eye sockets. And even then, even if I didn't, I think that emphasizing the eye sockets is a great way to make something look super duper fucking dead. The other piece that he has is horns on the Wendigo itself. Where am I? In Discord. Here we go. And I mean, big horns are always better horns, I'm sorry. So horns start about here-ish, but what if I curve the skull really hard? And then I had that the horns start from something visible in the front. So we see that visible insertion into something like this. And then we see the horns coming out. Okay, into something. Sure, just use this photo. And then they curve into a shape that's generally like this. But I will obviously add more detail down the road. But most of what I want at this stage is just to get everything shaped out even. Whoop. Okay, why do that when I can just copy paste it? Because this is a mess. Cancel, circle, this, copy paste, move, flip, whoop. Okay. And then merge this layer down and erase. Okay, clear section. Let me just clean that up because it's a bit of a mess and I don't like it. Yeah, this looks fucked up. I can get behind this. The one thing that I do want to focus some more is the actual jaw itself. Because I want to be able to make you see the jawline without making him look like a chipmunk. Because the problem is that when I do this, bro looks like a chipmunk. So how do I unchipmunk his ass? That kind of works. I don't know what the fuck I did. Ah! No, I just want to select it. Okay, duplicate, move, flip, whoop. And then it goes about here. Merge down so I'm not working on a bajillion layers. Clear selection. Back to the pencil tool, please. And then we have something kind of like that. There, okay, that curves through. What am I doing? I There should be a mirror brush. I believe you. The problem is that I'm very dumb. I don't see one. Yeah, I could probably download one or get something set up in there. I just don't know how. But that's what we're working with right now. Bro is not having a good day. Oh no, I mean they should make one, absolutely. Honestly, anything that where they have any sort of, honestly just any art program should have a symmetry tool that you can just like automatically set up. This is why I like Sprite a lot more than this thing that I'm working with right now. I mean, this project is super duper fun, do not get me wrong, but I would much rather be working in something that's a little bit easier to work with. Okay, what do eye sockets look like? That, sure. So we have this kind of big hook here. I'm just gonna hollow it out. In a sense, it's a little bit smaller. Lingering Instinct so hard. Also, hi. Hi, Pug. It's good to see you. How are you? I hope you're having a very relaxing Sunday. Lord knows that we all need one every now and again. Let me hook that all the way through. Because we want to sort of have it connect. Kinda. That motherfucker is evil. Duplicate. Grab. Flip. Whoop. Grab this dude. Clear selection. Merges layer below. Okay, I think it's probably safe to remove this part of the draw. Bro does not look good. Bro looks real special. I'm not sure if I mean that in a good way or a bad way. Not in the slightest but relaxing, but it's still decent. Mood. Finished the commission, so bam, there I am. I'm glad you like it, because I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think that what I'm still gonna do is maybe just add some more curvature, I think, to the eye sockets. Because it's fun and fine, but like, it's just not quite the vibe, I think. Like, I'm not really sure what vibe I'm going for here. The vibe I think I'm going for is, am I uncomfortable? That's what I want. I want to be uncomfortable. I just want nothing more than to be deeply fucking uncomfortable. Yeah. Let's get rid of that. And then do the same shit again. Nope. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Duplicate. Move, copy, paste. Zippity floopity. Okay, clear the selection, merge down. Merge! In that case, I'm still at and adapted. Godspeed. It is an attempt to make Waki's model. Waki sort of well, I kind of reached out first, so don't get me wrong. Where I was like, hey, I could make a PNG tuber, you know, just saying. And a little while ago he messaged me, gave me a handful of like references to work from, and now I'm here. I'm having a great time. I love making PNG models. Fun fact, I just updated my current model and it's a GIF tuber. It's animated. I animated every single piece of art that you see, like for my model. I animated it all in Sprite. I made it all in Sprite. So it's all pixel art. You might have to zoom in to actually like notice that it's pixel art, but it is in fact pixels, so that's super fun. It's been my weird little passion project slash fixation for the past little while, and I've been having a grand old time. Okay. So the problem here, I love the hair dithering. Thank you. I did not know that dithering was a thing until my boyfriend, who's much better at Sprite than I am, pointed it out. He's like, you know, you can just do this. I'm like, huh? I'm just gonna try something and just see what it looks like, and then if I decide that I hate it, I can always put it back. This is better. Holy shit. That is so much better. Clear selection. Because then what I can do is hook that all together. Oh, that makes so much sense. Oh, this is working. 10 out of 10. I love it. I love when things do what I tell them to. I have to bring this guy up a little bit. Clear the selection. In and through here. Okay, then erase that. Erase that. And then the curvature through here makes sense. Oh my god. I love when shit works. Don't we all just love it when the art that we're making does the shit it's supposed to do? Except for when it does that. What the fuck? Get away from me. Bro! Palm rejection just is non-fucking existent today. Okay. Can I just make this bigger? It's very quickly just becoming an alien, but I'm just testing shit out. Close the pigeon. Let's see what this looks like. Hi, Mrs. Smiley. Can you guess whose model I'm working on? Let me guess, she's got horns. She looks a little bit like an alien, but you know what? That's okay. She's doing her best. Then we do want to have that kind of protrusion here where stuff's supposed to attach. Maybe I should just get rid of this line through here. Yeah, I should get rid of the line. The only piece that is going to be really fun is that I don't know how to draw antlers. So I'm just gonna have to Google antlers and then just pray to God, I guess. Antlers movie. There's an antlers movie? Jesus, I don't want to know that. Antlers. And I want big, stupid antlers. So what happens is that it actually curves in and around on itself. Which I can do perspective-wise. It's just new. So we curve here, and then we see that sharp curve, and then up through like this. And pointier. I want this ton of shit to be able to kill somebody. Big deer or moose. Yes. I may be working on a possible 2D model for a certain Wendigo that you and I both know. Don't know how fucking antlers work at all. My bodies are full of spirals. They are. They are. Like, there's a lot of circles in here. There's just a lot happening. Then also, bro needs to eat some food. Preferably not some people, but that's how he got in this mess in the first place. So, thanks, Saving. Thanks for just throwing me to the fucking sky. Okay, so let's take this. And then take something like this, so that it curves up and around. Erase. Erase, erase, erase. I want to make the actual size transfer the way that it should, instead of just being thick and then not thick. Doesn't make sense. The size increase has to be sensible, or else I would lose my mind. Just kidding, I've already lost it. I cut my hair in the bathroom sink earlier. We're at that stage of mental illness. We're having a great time. Just kidding. Hee hee. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Sometimes I just talk. Okay, so we don't see tons of downward protrusions, but they definitely do exist. So I'll add a couple there. And then, let's say we see protrusion kind of funky-dunky like that. And then maybe another one comes off of it. No, they don't really do that. They kind of do more of a curve like that. Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. Our Wendigo friend is playing Helldivers 2 right now. I saw! Oh, I love when Samsung Flow just gets all fucked up. I've been looking at playing Helldivers 2. The problem is that it's the exact kind of game that I'd be really bad at. Like, it looks super fun, but it also, like, I could take one look at it and go, oh, I would suck at that. But it looks super duper sick, to be honest with you. And all the edits that I'm seeing online and on TikTok about it, like, the edits are what's selling the game more than anything else. Like, the edits. Fuck any actual advertisement. People making edits for free of a game that they love is always gonna be better advertising. I was close cutting my hair off earlier just because it was unreasonably tangled, so I spent 30 minutes brushing it. Oh god. Yeah, that was me after I bleached it the first, like, at home the first time, and bleaching it at home is a whole different experience, and it was, like, just fucked up. I did not enjoy it. I do not recommend it. But life's good. In truth, sometimes you just gotta have like a whole breakdown. And then after you have the breakdown, like, you're fine. You just need to like have the breakdown first. That's all it is. Which, sure, maybe that's not the healthiest option in the world, but you know what? There are much worse things that I could be doing to myself, so... And my hair doesn't look super stupid. I just wanted to cut some layers into it, so I did. But it worked. That's good. Life is not good. I should probably stop saying that. But let's just keep it light, keep it easy. I'm just happy that I get to go see my therapist soon. Because boy, oh boy, do I need to be like, hey, doctor, I'm not gonna say your name for privacy's sake. Guess what bullshit happened this week? I love my therapist. My therapist is great. Just roll up and I'm like, hey, everything's bad. What's up with you? And she's like, actually, this is not really important. I'm like, but I don't want to talk about just my problems as if I'm not the one playing there. Yeah, I will never be able to grow it back though. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, most of us are gonna go bald eventually. Yeah, that's that. There's really no answer here. It's unfortunate, but if your hair doesn't ever go back, you can now wear sick-ass wigs. That's the thing. Like, I have female pattern baldness and male pattern baldness for both my genetics, like stuff kicking around in there. So I'm going to be bald. It's not a question. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna just decide to be bald, but I'm definitely not gonna be like halfway with my hair falling out, because you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna commit to the bit and just start wearing cool ass wigs. I'm just gonna start wearing like multicolored wigs, because just you can change your hair with your outfit, change it day by day. You can just do whatever you want. You trying to tell me that doesn't sound sick as hell? That's what I want to do. Let's curve this one. I don't like how long this one is, so I think I'm just gonna trim the horns and then just do that. I don't like that at all. Okay, let's thin her down. Every day leg a day, she be too thick type beat. Jesus. Let's fix that. That works. This works. Okay. Erase. And then we can just find the insertions again. Hopefully. So, select. Whoop. Whoop. Duplicate. Move tool. Can you please do as I tell you? And then about there. That's not symmetrical, what the fuck? Okay, clear. Merge. That works. That's a great looking antler. Thank you! It looks like a little satanic halo, and that's the vibe. I want to add leathering. De-leathering. Because I feel like that would suit the vibe. Okay. Antlers losing leather. Oh, it's velvet, not leather. Okay. So, velvet shedding is what I want. Antlers losing velvet. My apologies. Looks so good already. Thank you! I'm glad. I hope Hockey likes it. We're just working with just like a general sketch at this point. This is definitely not the model I'd go for. Okay, so how do I get the hanging stuff? Oh, there's such these. I'm not pulling up my phone to like Google anything because I'm not doxing myself, but like, if you ever want to look at something kind of cool, Antlers Losing Velvet is a really good option. Okay, so I don't really know how the velvet hooks around, but it does slap them in the face, which looks kind of funny. Why this happens? There we go. Okay, that's what I want. I want to not have the selection pop up, and then so we kind of see this sort of hooking around, and it hooks to like a curve there, and then it would make sense that you'd see it coming off in strips. And it doesn't really have to make sense, because it's just tearing and pulling, especially over time. I just have to make sure that it hangs in a way that makes sense physics-wise. So let's grab something like this. And something like this, and it curves inwards. Boo boo boo. And it curves kinda, no, that wouldn't hang that way. Gotta drag it down. There we go. And then just make sure this curve actually shows out and points outwards. There we go. Oh god, it looks cursed because of the fucking glitching. So let's just grab maybe another piece from here because it's gonna hook in there. So let's grab this thing and this piece and hook in and around the jaw there because that would still work physics-wise. And then especially at the top pieces, it's, I think, very normal to see kind of chunks just hanging down like this. Where it's just kind of like shredded a little bit, but still wraps and holds on, where it hasn't quite let go yet. Then we'll just grab some pieces here, some little chunks, and like lines through it, stuff like that. That works. Okay, big erase time. And then let's grab a big piece that's sort of attached, because this would work physics-wise. It really is just fabric physics half the time. It's just fabric. I can do fabric physics. Kinda. I can attempt fabric physics. Something like that. Maybe we'll just have this piece kind of wrap around and hook. And then we'll see some strands kind of wrapped around here. Another piece just kind of dragging down off of it. Maybe some other chunks. Pieces kind of like this, just hanging out. Yeah, that works. And then I'll have some of the shredded stuff, excuse me, hanging out up here. Maybe not that low so that we don't have the index line kicking around. So that kind of works. On the other end I did have the tip holding a lot of the leather, so I don't want to quite do that on this side. I just have like a chunk kind of hanging down here, and some other braided pieces like that. Grab it and then just hook it down. And some little bits and pieces of the leather peeling off as we go. Cool! That works. That's what I wanted. Okay, I should probably give bro some clothes. Well, maybe. A lot of the Wendigos don't really seem to do the whole clothing thing. But we do see this really neat bit. Oh, he mentioned also wanting to have sort of a second set of eyes. What if I just kind of did something like that? So we'd have like one bigger set through here, and then one smaller set at the bottom. Which could be kind of funny, especially because if you think about it in the sense of like, oh, what if it represents like a second set of souls from the souls that were consumed? That could be kind of fascinating. That could be a lore piece. That's his business. That works. Kinda. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. Because I'm not really doing the whole embedding piece. My face made his fangs fucking big. What if I did that? What does that look like? No. I mean, I think bigger definitely works here. Maybe not that big. Or maybe I should make them wide. Yeah, wide works. Something like that. That kind of fucks. That kind of fucks. Bonk. Thank you, Pug. I looked up right as the bonk sound redeem went, so I'm like, oh yes, I know. I will say that my TTS bot is scuffed as fuck, so if you redeem it, that is your business. Did you want our friend to know that you're working on this? Because he's asking you what you're streaming because I'm split screening you too. You can tell him. I don't know what I was expecting to happen. It's a fun little sound alert. I don't know how I feel about the big teeth. I don't know how I feel at all about the big teeth. But by all means, Mrs. Smiley, feel free to tell him. He's starting to look more and more like a spider. Which is a bit of a problem, so I think I'm just gonna put the teeth back. Never mind, I forgot. Clip Studio does this thing where it's just kind of done with your shit and won't let you undo anymore. So maybe I'll just keep the width, but get rid of all that extra dongle in here. Clunk, clunk. And then I think maybe I'll still fill this back in. Because it really is starting to give more spider than I was intending. I don't know why I put that line there. Did he say he was supposed to be sending you things like reference pics? Yes. He gave me a handful of reference pics for basically stuff to work with, and I've been using them. It's just that this is not... I don't do this. Just for the record, this is not the kind of stuff that I do at all. So, we just kind of fucking around having a good time, I think. But if it works, it works. Maybe I could just tuck a set of eyes like in here somewhere. Because it kind of looks like the sinus, but he did say that he wanted the multiple eyes. Love the glowy blue and second set of eyes, something that he said. But I don't know how to incorporate a second set of eyes, to be honest with you. I don't know. Well, I want water. When you're good at it though, do you enjoy it enough? I do enjoy it. I just mean that, like, for lack of a better way to say this, I don't draw anamorphic animals. Except for, like, girls with cute little ears. That is the extent of my furry. So, I've never drawn furry art. I'm thinking about it. Bread's fucking expensive. But... I don't know. Maybe I could just tuck a second set of eyes up here, though. That kind of works. And then... Oh, that's fucking terrifying. 10 out of 10. I'm leaving those, because that works. But I'm gonna have, like, the glowy eye in the eye socket bit. So that's, I think, what I'm gonna go with there. Big lip. Big lip. Now, I understand that I'm just, like, hella emo, but I'm so tempted to just, like, pepper this dude with piercings because I could. So, like, what's stopping me from just giving this asshole a lip ring? Because that would be fun. Oh, the perspective's gonna be hard, isn't it? Okay, let's just kind of do something like that. What does a lip ring look like from the front? What does a lip ring look like? Lip ring from the front. Oh, it actually does kind of look like that. I could do a sideways lip ring, but the teeth are in the way, so it doesn't really work. But this works, so maybe I'll just keep adding that. Tuck that in there. Give him some big ass lips, and then curve this in and around here, make it wide enough that you can very obviously see what the fuck it is. Curving in and around. No. It just kind of looks like that's his mouth going, ooh! Might need more to find top lip for bottom ring to look right. Yeah, I think so. And, the dude is based on a skeleton, so the man doesn't have a top lip. So... maybe I just put them little insertions there on the jaw, because those do exist. So maybe I'll just leave those mandibular kind of insertions. Because I was trying to include the fact that he's got like a big ass mouth. That's what I was mostly trying to work with here. I can add bone scars. That's an option. I can just add little fractures in the bone. That makes so much sense. I can just add a couple of those. Made a more defined top lip, which makes sense, but where else could I fill this man full of holes? What if I put the septum here? So then this piece is here, and this piece is here, and we have this kind of like darkened section so that we know it's a hole. But we put a nose ring in him. Could I do that? I can do whatever the fuck I want. I'm screaming nose ring. I don't have a nose. I'm reading your mind, Pug. Nose ring. We're giving this asshole a septum. It's gonna work. I say asshole, for the record. Wacky and I get along wonderfully as far as I'm aware. I'm not so much talking about Wacky as I am talking about this weird persona. I'm not talking about Wacky. Every time you want to make me 2D model, you can add some piercing if you felt like it. I always feel like it. Look at my model. My model has an eyebrow ring. Hell yeah, this is what I wanted. I think this works. I think this totally works. Give him a slitty little nose ring. And for the record, I'm putting jewelry on the antlers. You will not stop me. Bro is getting antler jewelry. I don't care. Like, that's so cool instantly. Like, I'm putting some freaking rings all over this. Because what kind of Eldritch being isn't like, doesn't want to be covered in gold? I'm sorry. I refuse to believe that Eldritch being have no freaking style at all. Like, that's boring. And their jewelry, yes. Just gonna add like a bunch of little like hoops and rings and stuff. And then, actually, you know what? It would make a lot of sense if the rings sat in places where the leather is being held on, so I could do that. So let's look at it. Okay, well this is all detached, so we can say that it's probably safe to put one here. Because maybe it just got ripped out, sure, whatever. And then we'll have another antler ring up here holding that shit on. We'll go with one up here. We'll grab a couple little hoops here. Stuff like that. Yeah, come on, that looks sick. In and through on the end hook. I'm not gonna add one there. Add a little baby up here. Second one up there. I'm having a thought. Hold on. I'm having a thought. Random question, you ever played Paradise Killer? No, I have not. I have never even heard of it. It sounds interesting, but I've never heard of it. What if I gave bro like a little circlet? What if I did that? Go full Eldritch being on his ass. Because, as far as I'm concerned, circlets are cool. Both Santa jewelry in Wacky Strat, and he goes, yeah, I never would have thought of that. Yeah, I love jewels. Jewels, jewelry, anything whack as fuck, I love that. If it doesn't end up being whack as shit, I don't want it. I want everything I own to just be weird. Yes! This works. I'm adding more scarring though. I have spent so much time on the head, and then the rest of him is just kind of here. Sorry, Wacky, this is your model now. Though, to be fair, what's important is this bit. Like, the legs aren't really that important. Like, I'm gonna give him a full body, but I think that, especially for his model, it's gonna work. Hold on, what's happening? One second. Okay, that's good. One of those weird games that I haven't been able to shake out of my head at all, and anytime awesome demons or crazy ass fashion, I think of that game. Like, chest up is all he needs. Yeah, chest up is all he needs. That sounds fun. I'll have to take a look, because Paradise Killer. That sounds fun. And I mean, I love whack-ass demon fashion, so that works. I'm gonna drop the decibels down on my mic a little bit. Okay. Let's make myself shut up a little bit. Hello. Hello. Hello, Mr. Pickle. Anyway. Life is good, everything's fine. Okay. How are you doing today? I'm doing wonderfully. We are working on Waki's model. I'll give you a funky little close-up of what we've been doing. I'm planning on making a 2D model for Waki. I don't know if he's going to use it, but I can offer much more customizability than his current model. That was the cutest hello ever. So you can clip it. Have fun. There's a clip button. Go nuts. Ow. Harassing with clips. Sorry, I moved and my neck decided that I wasn't allowed to be alive. Oh my god. Ow. This is the problem with being leaned over your desktop. Okay. So, the parts that I'm definitely gonna have a bit of a problem with. It's my fault mentioning the antler jewelry that came over. Antler jewelry that you came over? What did I do? Huh? Oh, you're talking to Mr. Pickle. Yes, antler jewelry. Antler jewelry fucks. Look at the antler jewelry. I'm gonna, like, flesh it out a little bit later down the road, but, like, the velvet dropping and the antler jewelry, like, that is some good shit. Talking about Pickle, he told Waki I persuaded him. I'm stealing Pickle. I will slowly but surely steal Pickle from you guys. Convinced. We'll get him to join the dark side. We have hello. Let's erase that there. What if I made this bigger? Yeah, that's freaky. Okay. Okay, I don't really want to get into the clothes, but like, I feel like I need to stop fucking with the head. So, let's look up maybe just Wendigo, like, pictures, and then maybe they have clothes, but they seem to be naked a lot. Yeah, they're naked a lot, so that's kind of a problem, and I don't really want to give Waki a weird naked model. So, maybe let's go with demon clothing? Because I want to show off this bit, specifically. Like, I want to show off the fact that there's a bone there. So, maybe I could just give him a titty window. Thank you, Mrs. Smiley. Thank you for the contributions. I should give him a titty window. Oh, I'm gonna give him a titty window. Hold on. I really have to Google male titty window clothing. Male titty window. Hell yeah, I'm glad the internet knows exactly what the fuck I want. Oh! Congratulations, I have found furry art. 10 out of 10. I mean, furry art is honestly exactly what I want. I'm not putting Waki's model in the Virgin Killer sweater. Oh my god. Pause. I can make it cuter. I only thought of mesh shirt or mesh crop top. I'm gonna give him a boob window. Or it's gonna be either a titty window or just like fully mesh, I think. Because mesh gets kind of difficult. Maybe let's look at just mesh top. Mesh. Mesh top male. What if I put him in like a loose mesh kind of top, like a mesh crop top, and then I throw like a little jacket over top of it, so that way it makes that way it like works out. But I just have to find like a good mesh shirt. Oh, that's a good shirt on a man, but I think Waki would kill me if I put him in that. Let's look at a good mesh crop top. Titty window. Titty window. Titty window was good. Temu, fuck off. I'm stealing your brand. Hate Temu. Okay, mesh. Maybe I'll just go with something like this, because actually, wait, hold on, new layer. I'm all for something a little bit more modern, I think. And also, as a male VTuber, I'm sorry, but I need to make him a little bit hot. Like, I can't just not. Damn it, now I want to put him in a fucking... Don't do that. Now I want to put him in a freaking turtleneck. Can you make an asymmetric titty window? Probably? I mean, I can do whatever I want. That's the glory of this. Maid outfit. Pickle, I am not subjecting Waki to your sins. Titty window. Boob window, but on men. Okay, well, if I am drawing him with a titty window, that I'm with a maid outfit, then it's gonna be like a secondary outfit that he can use. Male boob window. The more I scroll, the worse it gets. Side boob, inner under boob. Inner side boob? Dude, it would be funny. It would be funny. I have found pictures of so many beautiful OCs, and now I am busy. I don't even want to know the horrors you're being subjected to. I don't know either. I'm seeing so many things and I'm having a wonderful time, to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know at all. Lucky said titty window on stream. I wasn't expecting it. Titty window. I can't figure out how to- horrors. Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what you were doing, Mr. Pickle. I'm sure. I believe that. Absolutely. Well... Oh, actually, bandages would work. Is that even spelled hard? H-O-R-R-O-R? There's two R's in horrors. Not whores. They sound similar, but like, they're not quite the same. So many demon clothing things are for women, and I want to make Waki a little bit of a slut, but still. I want to hard veto a maid outfit main. That's crazy talk. We won't make it a main, we'll make it a side outfit. So Waki can put that on, like, when we force him to. It's a redeem. We'll force him to wear it as a redeem sometimes. Man, I'm stuck on what I want. So I think maybe I'll just stick with the mesh for now. Because the idea was working, so I think maybe we'll just have to go with that. But I'm gonna go with a high neck, because I like that. Like, I like the idea of like a little bit of a thicker neck kind of thing we got going on. And then we can do the mesh elsewhere. So I'll take the mesh everywhere else. We'll just put it like to about here. But I'll probably be covering up his arms, so it's still gonna work out. But I'm gonna make it loose enough that it still hangs. I'll make it so that way it kind of hangs down, maybe? I don't know, I don't like this. I just gave this man just like a whole fucking titty window. All the titty, the whole titty's out. I don't know what kind of horrors you're being subjected to, it's funny, so I'm keeping it. Yeah, it's DeviantArt, I'm being subjected to those horrors. Maybe I could just kind of curve it in a little bit so it's kind of tight, but not quite. I don't know how I feel about this. Maybe I should crop it further. Crop it further, make Waki a slut. Crunch. See, I fuck with this, like, in theory, but it's just not really the vibe. Like, I want something still kind of screwed up, but also, like, still good. That's the hard part. So maybe I'll try something like this. Maybe I'll try the bandages in a, because I saw like a little photo with bandages that I'm referencing. So maybe I could still pull the bandages and use those. Godspeed, thank you. Maybe I could just grab those bandages here, and then it's gonna hook around that rib there. But don't worry, the bandages are gonna be tight enough that we're still gonna see the bones. And then what I can also do is still include like some random little neck bandages and stuff like that, so that we still have the little neck thing we got going on, and then it's still gonna work out. Especially when I see this, I gotta shoot good drawing. Thank you, Pug. Don't worry, you'll see it. I mean, hey, if you want to hop into my Discord, I'll post it there. So I'll definitely post updates in the server as I go. But Godspeed, Pug. Have a lovely evening or morning. I don't know what time it is for you. So let's keep this here. And then add another bandage right through here. Like that. Neck beard bandages. Yes, neck beard bandages. So it's kind of hooked in and around his chest here, which makes sense. So we'll just make the bandages pretty clear as to what's going on here. So I just want to thin this one out on this side. Erase all those extra sketch lines. And then add this one here. And then it all still works out. Cool. So I'm going to try and make it all the same width in one piece. This doesn't make sense. Boop, boop, boop. And then hook that down and around. Then in and through here like that. Watchy's walking and showed a little bit of what you're doing on a stream. Oh, funky! Everybody gets to now know there's several things wrong with me. It's cool. I'm happy for that. That works. Okay, the bandages kind of work, but we need to have more of them. Because right now it kind of looks haphazard, and I want to make it look enough like a shirt that it can kind of pass. Thank you for the contributions, Mr. Pickle. With the way that my tech has been going, we may have a scuffed model stream sooner than later. So, let's erase this bit here. How long have I been going for? An hour and a half, yeah. Keep drawing through here. Take something like this piece here. I'm thirsty again. Sorry that y'all listen to me swallow, but my mic is like right next to my mouth because I didn't want to have to yell this entire stream. Maybe one shoulder at least to give it a shirt feel. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. And then also, I can always sort of pull it into the shoulder there. So I can always kind of do something like this. So that way we're still hooking into the shoulder, and it looks like the shoulders has to be held in together by the bandages there. Then we'll just grab something like this, and then it hooks up through here. This still kind of looks like a shirt. I think we just need to have some pieces hanging down too, because then the pieces really, I think, finish it. So that way it looks like he doesn't know how to do it himself. We are gonna put some real pants on him because I don't want to deal with what happens if I don't. So man's getting like some sweats or something. Actually, I feel like that would make sense though, because what if I just put him in like sweats and then like bandages for his regular kind of clothes? That would actually kind of work. So let's give him some very low riding and slutty sweatpants because I'm just gonna do that. I'm the one drawing, I am allowed to do this. Maybe frayed edge in the hanging bits? Yeah, that would probably work. Let's do this and then pull it sort of down a little bit. Yeah, something like that. I'll fix it a little bit more in post, I think. Not in post, but later. Alright, give your boy some sweatpants because I don't want to look at his fucking knees anymore. The real reason I give all my characters sweatpants is because I just fucking hate legs. Don't know how to draw them, so if I just bury them in sweats, you'll never notice that I don't really know how to draw legs or like drawing them. This is definitely not exclusively happening because I want to be able to have the bone thing pop up. Definitely not. I think maybe I just believe that if you're making your own character, you can make it slutty if you want. Like, what the fuck is wrong with that? Ugh. Hi, Roscoe Reaper Jr. Welcome in, welcome in. We are having a grand old time drawing a 2D model for my friend. We're just doing like a general kind of thing set up. Yes, we're making him slutty. I want to have the beeline, Mr. Pickle. Hello! That's a redeem. The redeem very quickly is just going to become make me say hello. Well, the thing is that he's supposed to be dead, so I can just make his bones pop out, and that's my business. So, if he tells me to make it less slutty, I will make it less slutty later, but right now, I am the one in control here. So, he's gonna be a little bit slutty. But in a way that, like, men are like that. Like, men don't usually do slutty shit on purpose. Men just, like, wear gray sweatpants and think they're not doing anything. Like, what the hello redeem? Yeah, the hello redeem is just gonna be to make me say hello, though. That's the whole redeem. Okay. Cool. That works. Let's get rid of that. So, then we have some casual, loose-fitted nope. Wrong layer. Random fitted sweatpants going on. Sure, we'll just like have a drawstring or two, just sort of hanging out. Magic. I should never have been given the gift of creation, because I do shit like this. Men in gray sweatpants. Wait, gray sweatpants are slutty? Yes. Like a little bit. Gray sweatpants are like the men's version of like a woman's tight skirt. For men, they're very slutty, I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you this way, Mr. Pickle. But it's because you can often see the outline of a dude. And that, does shit to women who are into men. I got my boyfriend to put on a compression shirt, and I got him to put on a compression shirt and gray sweatpants, and I was just like, bitch. Man. Okay, this kind of works, but I want to have like a little vibey cardigan. Welcome back from the ad break. We're still doing our harlot shit. I want to have a loose cardigan kind of vibe going on. Loose cardigan, like a light and loose cardigan open. Thank you, Google. Like something kind of like loose and a little bit sheer that's kind of hanging around your shoulders. Like that makes sense. That's what I want. This is the problem with streaming, is that I vocal stim, and I don't want to vocal stim too aggressively on stream, because all I want to do is make noise. Sheer, maybe? Sheer. Yeah, kind of like a sheer cardigan moment, but like big and stupid, because it has to be big and stupid or else it doesn't make sense. So let's do another layer, because I don't trust anything to function properly. So we'll make it like tight in the wrists, that way it has something to like actually anchor onto. And then I'll do like a big open sheer kind of cardigan moment. I have the vibe of like what I want. So let's have it. No, let's have it hook on the other way. Hook up and then around this shoulder. Can my tablet stop being dumb for about 3 seconds, please God? Okay, so then I'll get rid of that because I know where it's gonna hook. And then this sleeve will be normal and functional, just on the top here, but I still want it to be like loose and stuff overall. The vibe is here, but it's not quite what I want. Maybe just like not quite that aggressive. Yeah, this works. And then, so we have like the open kind of piece that's sort of just gonna hang like here, and then on this end it's gonna hang like that. Okay, having the thoughts are here. I'm having the thoughts. The thoughts are his character. What the fuck? Why is the eraser all fucked up? There we go. Okay, I don't know what happened. The eraser just kind of decided, like, you know what, actually, I think we're done. No, because it's just hanging off the shoulder there. Hold on. I have to use myself as an art reference with one of my own cardigans. Yeet. Okay, what does this look like? Because I'm not going to be able to find a reference of what I want. Don't fall off, Canada Dry bottle. So if it's still staying on the shoulder like that, it's gonna like crunch kind of around the other side. But we're doing this straight out. So it's kind of just gonna fold. And then it's gonna fold over and hook. Things look a little spicy over here, a little bit. But I'm trying to especially show off the shoulder piece. So let's go with like this being the flat bit and this here. And then what's gonna happen is that it kind of folds into itself here, like that. And then if we're holding it there, it's gonna fold over and the sleeve can safely tuck underneath, but it will bunch up a little bit more on both sides. So we're seeing something kind of like this, but I'm gonna have to make this bunch here because a lot more of the weight is gonna sit on the side here. And then we just gonna take it to the floor. So this guy is gonna sit about here-ish, and then this guy is gonna sit about here-ish. Then I'll grab this piece that folds over and I'll take it all the way down. God damn it. I hate it when CSP just fucking color switches on me. Okay, grab this, doop-a-doop-doo, all the way down. And then this makes sense. The sleeve... How do sleeves work? This shouldn't hang out quite that far. No, it could. It just has to hook a little bit more loosely like that. Yeah, this makes sense. I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. So we'll just erase all those kind of uncertainty lines through here. And then I just want to make it a little thicker so we can see exactly what the fuck we're doing. I will thin it out later down the road, it's just that I need to see exactly where my lines are on top of everything else. So we take this, and that hangs kind of loosely, and this bit, and then this bulging bit here. That's gonna just sort of hang off of the body here. It kind of looks like a dad robe, but I'm gonna draw it in a little bit of a better way. Okay, so we can get that there, that there. Okay, and then we'll thin it back down. So let's grab this piece, fold it over. Cult robe, yes, cult robe, absolutely. Let's put a bell on Walkie so he's part of the cult. So that kind of piece there, that kind of piece there. This folds up. Clothing folds are my kryptonite, can't you tell? I feel like clothing folds are kryptonite for most people, so I don't think this is like a failing of me as a person. It smells like cat food. I can just smell cats. In and around. Sure, the vibe is there and I'll fix it. And then maybe it kind of loosely sits back here? Yeah, because then we can still see it. Because the main thing here is that I want us to be able to see, like, the bandages. Because what did I do all that work for if you can't see any of it? And then let's jump into some darker orange. And now let's get into the fun shit, which is regular jewelry. because I'm going to give him some good shit, whether he wants it or not. Because again, how long have you been alive and you still have like no drip? I'm sorry. If you want to be an Eldritch god, I'm gonna make you fucking look like one. Like, commit to the bit. I have not drawn fantasy characters in so long. I forgot how fun this was. To just be like, you know what? Actually, fuck it. I can do whatever I want. That's penis. Just do something like that. No drip, dry as fuck. Bitch is dry. No, I like the 2 long ones. The long necklaces work. And it's funny because I'm also like from like from like here up, he looks like super drippy. From here down, it's just like sweatpants, which is just really boring. And then I don't really think I want to do any like super long hang jewelry because it doesn't really make sense, right? Like, especially I think it would be too busy with the velvet coming off on that front there. So we've got that. I thought about giving him like a waist kind of thing, but then I'm a little bit concerned that it would look like waist beads, and I don't really want to do that. Even with the drip, gotta be comfortable and able to hang. True, jeans are bullshit. It is me flicking my septum with my pen. Maybe I'll just start adding like, because this is all gonna be sheer, so it's all gonna work out on that front. So I'll make all this stuff sheer, and then I'm running out of ideas, y'all. I liked something that kind of happened where they highlight the. I find jeans comfy unless I'm bloated, then I cut in. That's fair. I have GERD, which means that jeans and shit like that are not comfortable for me. What if I just decided this existed, but I don't really know where it comes from? That doesn't look right. Let's go something like this, because this exists in a lot of the Wendigo imagery that he sent me. Okay, I don't want this. I want our DMs so that way I can look at the fucking pictures he sent me. Okay. Elk wolf, rotting humanoid Wendigo with maybe some nature on it. Okay, he asked for nature, I gave him piercings. So maybe I will start adding nature now. Because I've not been. So maybe some nature on it, he said. So probably not flowers, right? Like, probably some leaves and shit? All I'm imagining is fur-lined cult robe. Yeah, that's exactly the vibe. Okay, so he asked for some nature kind of built in. Which I could do, I just don't really know how. What if this was kind of like some mossy stuff that was like just hanging down? And I mean, I've already definitely done some like nature-y kind of aspects when it comes to like, the velvet and stuff like that. So maybe I could just make him some like moss and leaves and stuff like that kind of hanging down, because that works. And then also, if I hang it like around his body, it still kind of looks like that big furry collar that I wanted to add. I've seen that in a bunch of Wendigo pictures, and I like that. The other piece that we're kind of missing is that bro doesn't have ears, because I just didn't put them on. So I gotta give him ears. How do I do that? They probably go about here-ish, so let's just loop there, here, and then around, kinda. Yeah, sure, that works. They're not really going to be super visible amongst all the other stuff, so it's fine, in my opinion, if they're not super symmetrical. Because they just have to be there so that way people don't go, where are bro's ears at? But they're there. We doing deer ears? I think so. Because there's a little bit of a deer kind of motif that's present consistently with a lot of Wendigo kind of imagery. And he did ask for like elk, deer, elk, wolf, rotting humanoid. So I think we'll kind of stick with that. Okay, so ears are there. Bro has got ears. Life's good. I'm gonna erase the parts of the ears that we wouldn't actually see because the velvet's gonna be in front. I think. Yeah, I think perspective-wise... what do moose look like again? Moose... Yes, okay, the ears are behind, so this works. This makes sense. So it's something kinda like this. It's attached all the way through, and then like so. I should remember where it started because I don't know where I put it. Okay, so like this, then in and through here. Stop choosing white CSP, Jesus. Stop color picking when I tell you not, when I don't tell you to. I just gotta remember where I put shit. Once I remember where I put shit, like, I'm good. That was not where I put shit. About here-ish, because then you can see, like, the physical tearing. And I can give him earrings. This is really all I give a shit about. It's just, can I give this bitch earrings? That's what matters. That's what matters to me. Okay, hang that down here. I'll make this strip kind of hanging on for dear fucking life. And then the ear pokes through right there. Cool, that makes sense. Whoop whoop, yep yep. Yep 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 yep. I had to trace over it. So we do that, and then back to the drippy layer. And now I shall give him even further drip, because what the fuck else am I doing with my life? Boop. Okay, give him that, and then we'll add some funky little deer piercings. Haha, I am funny. I am the funniest. Now I'll add some of that. 2, 3. Bonk. Thank you, Mr. Pickle. Alright, now we have that. And I think I might just add like a little ear cuff kind of thing. That's sort of just hanging around to the outer ear here. That works. It works without being too much. Oh, my back. Good God. I can feel my spine. It's almost as if this isn't good for you. Okay, back to moss, I think. Boop. Okay, so where else should I stick some moss in this dude? I could probably stick it underneath some of the actual like bandaging and stuff like that, and then I could probably also tuck the leaves in and through there. That doesn't look right. So we'll just tuck some little leaves that kind of just got stuck in his bandages, you know, something like that. Something like this here. Bro is not keeping his bandages clean, which is a problem because if there's leaves and shit in your bandages, nothing's gonna heal. So we're just kind of defeating the point of his bandages here, but like, fuck it. None of this makes any sense. That's why it's a fantasy character. You can do what you want. Let's just bring the moss in and around here. Then maybe I'll just take like a piece of like kind of some vines and just pull it across in between the moss here. And then I can add some cute little leaves in and across like that. They're there for aesthetics. They're purely just there for aesthetics. Maybe we'll just keep wrapping the vines around, actually. The wraparound vines kind of works. So maybe I'll just keep adding some thin little vines across the body here. And then, especially in like this kind of like sheer moment here where you don't really see a lot, we can add some more vines and greenery in and around his body and hands. And that would also explain why he's not wearing a lot of clothes, because the vines are a pain in the ass. See? I'm finding explanations for all of my degeneracy. We'll wrap maybe another one through here. Yeah, this works. So in, get my arm out the way, through here like that. Put some of this here. Yeah, nature. I like how his legs and feet just don't have effort. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do now that we're kind of here, is that I have to draw the hand this way. I want to make the like fingers absurdly long and pointy, so I do intend on doing that, but so we just kind of have like the pointy sharp bits. That's what I want. I want it to be like, that bitch is dangerous. Like, not so much that he has like super sharp fingernails. Like, no. I want that to be his hands. I want his hands to be sharp. So, wrap around like here, like this, and like here, like this. Pointy earth. I want his hand to be stabby. I want him to stab you with his hand by accident, and then it's like a fucking angst moment. And then around and through and here. Okay, that's what I wanted, so I think I might just need to make it like more exaggerated. Sorry, Waki, I'm giving you Yahweh hands. Hope you can forgive me. There we go. This works. Cancel. Don't move anything. Cancel. Make the erase a little. And then we shall run through and erase all the extra line work that we don't really need, and we want to clean it up so we can see everything working out in here. That works. Like, this works. This works. I can screw with this. Duplicate. Don't want to erase it. I want to move it over to this side. Oop. Okay. And then down here, clear the selection. So we're just gonna erase that old hand there, and then I will merge it down. Merge layer below. Life is good. Maybe I should make some bones pop out. But at the same time, I feel like bones popping out plus the not quite humanness of it all, I feel like could kind of ruin the illusion. So I think we'll leave it like that. And then let's go through, cancel, and clean up some of these lines, because I don't like having all these sketch lines here. So let's run through, clean up the sketch a little bit, which is my favorite part objectively, because it is so fucking satisfying. So let's just do that. Thank you for saving CSP, even though it makes me lag out to hell. Eraser on the hands. Then we'll start erasing these sketch lines. But I want to keep the circles. I love it. You love it, Mr. Pickle? I'm so glad. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah, wah. Ooh. 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 Anyway, should probably stop making that noise. Brain just like, make noise now, please. Please, I want to be loud. And I'm like, no. Our mouth is like a couple centimeters away from a microphone. We shouldn't do that to people. Cleaning. Cleanup is the best part. Okay, let's clean up around this bit here. God, this is so fun. I love the cleanup. I really am just violently type A, aren't I? Okay, this part you don't see, so we can erase it. But the rest of the skull we do see. So, no, okay, we can keep that gone. Okay, now we have the Ugly Sweatpants moment. We just have to erase in and around here, crack my neck, screech. Fair enough. Okay, let's just get rid of these lines faster. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. I like how we still have little square feet that because I never really fixed that. Okay, I can probably safely get rid of the belly button without being too concerned. It's probably not that big of an important piece to keep. So I just want to carefully clean up around the ribcage because I don't want to lose the definition that I so carefully added. I say and then I immediately fucking erase it. Okay, in and around and through, just like that. Perfect. Crack. Wow, this looks awesome so far. I'm glad, I'm glad. Glad he likes it because there's a lot happening. I'm gonna find out how he feels about how many times I said that I'm making his character slutty. Because that could go either way. Sorry. But we doing it. Shouldn't have given me complete free reign. Didn't want your character to end up a little bit like a whore. Sorry. Okay, so it's hard to remember where the bandages are and where everything is because there's just so much going on. Okay, speaking of bandages, let's clean these up next because there's a lot happening. There's a lot of like under bandages and over bandages and wrapping, so let's just fix it. Because then everything's going to be a lot clearer once we get rid of all these excess lines. Super sweaty. Super sweaty. There we go. Erase, 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 erase. Erase. I have a tendency to, like all of my sketches and stuff like that, I don't actually do line art. I just clean up the sketch until I am pleased with it, and then I duplicate it a billion times to make the sketch like darker and stuff. And I don't actually do line art because I hate it. I actually genuinely do not enjoy doing line art. It is one of my least favorite things to do. And the second I found a way around it, I was like, fuck this. 2 hours! 2 hours, yay. I'm gonna be heading out kind of soon because my grandmother wants me to call her. So... And I want to know exactly what the hell's going on. Because she doesn't text me. She doesn't do shit like that, so I need to know what's happening. But it's probably not like super urgent or else she would have told me to call her right then. Okay, let's get rid of some of those extra lines there. Okay, I think I'm gonna pause here for the night. Oh, well, I don't know how many people are in because I've been watching an OBS. We have 4 people, holy shit. Okay, well, I'm pausing the ad break for a minute because what we're gonna do... No, if anyone's attacked you, no. So it's not anything bad. Anyway, let's see if we can find anybody to raid and go harass. So I'll see y'all Tuesday for Tune Up Tuesdays with Lucky and Smiley. The model is not going to be ready for them. We'll see, but see y'all later.